All right, so for my project proposal, my idea for my paper is basically about how propaganda is used in a large scale kind of way, and how it affects the people that it's being projected towards, and how the people that are reading it are being affected by it, and all that different kind of stuff. So basically, just showing the power and reach that propaganda can have, and how lies and deception can be put into the propaganda. It can just kind of be slipped in there amongst maybe some truths. Um, but I think it'd be a good idea to look at, because there's been a lot of instances in real life human history where propaganda has been used in a pretty effective way, even if it wasn't for good or anything like that. The person who was using it found it to be effective, and I think there's a couple of different instances in comic books and superhero stories where propaganda has been used pretty significantly. The first one I thought about was the X-Men. Um, Not just because we're doing the registration act right now for class, but I also kind of thought of that beforehand, and I think they do a great job of showing how political leaders can push their agenda, and basically get people, regular people, to see that mutants were bad, or that they shouldn't be around, or anything like that. Not really based off of anything more than just trying to scare people into thinking that they need to be gone, and it's a really big thing, and they shouldn't be around anymore. So showing how one person can influence thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people through propaganda, and that could also lead to violence, acts of discrimination, racism, sexism, all that kind of stuff. So that was the first thing I thought about, was the X-Men. But then I was also pointed in the direction of Spider-Man and the Daily Bugle, and I already knew about the Daily Bugle and how, like, J. Jonah Jameson isn't a huge fan of Spider-Man or anything, but I never really considered it propaganda before until I took a deeper look into it. So far, I've bought two comic books from Spider-Man. They're the Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man from 2017. So I got the number 4 issue and the number 6 issue, and I haven't read through both of them yet. But in the number 4 issue, uh, Jonah Jameson is basically trying to uh, out Spider-Man and make him, in the eyes of the public, not look very good, and he's basically trying to get his fall to happen, and I think that doing that through propaganda, and maybe stretching the truth, or anything like that, is important to talk about, and how that can really affect someone's life, especially if you're a superhero. Um, it could just be really, really difficult to deal with, and I think that'd be a good place to start, and really start to explore more deeply how propaganda is used, and why it's so important to know how to use it effectively, and how not to just kind of use it for your own personal gain. So, yeah, that's my idea for my project. Thank you.